All right, so what part did you read up to?
I'm up to the part where she's figuring out that she's meeting with her dad and figuring out that that's not her real dad, and about how her real dad got lynched and killed.
I wonder why he got lynched.
I'm sorry.
Because he
I
had a
know
good
I asked
business
this
and they
question,
all-
but
oh,
yeah,
yeah,
but
black.
lynched is like being public, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like whipped in public.
I thought it was hung like in public.
Usually
Publicly
yeah.
killed.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Murder. Okay. So I got past the part where 2:13. That Celie stands up and just yells at Mr. Blank or Albert. She just starts ripping him a new one, and I think that's awesome. And then she is at Suge's house, and her and Suge create this like fantasy house, and they draw up the plans
circle
for
one?
it. Yeah, and then now she's got this pants business that she's just starting, and people are sending like orders from all over, like all the people that she knows.
Yeah.
Like, oh, make me a pair of pants.
I know. I think that's awesome. Like she started her own business. She's totally like turned her life around. 'Cause, like at the beginning, she was like stuck with her dad, and
Yeah, and she was
then, like, sold
she
off.
had no future,
Right.
and Suge just like gives her.
I was like expecting Suge to kind of like stab her in the back though,
Yeah.
like to kind of like be like, oh, like I'm giving you all these nice things and being so nice to you, and then she was gonna like totally screw her over.
I think when we
and,
like first met Suge and she was really mean and she's like, you are ugly, aren't you? And then it was like, wow, we don't like her. But now it's like, wow, Suge is really awesome, even though they're like a little different. Their relationship's a little different, but still it's like she's really helped her out in her life.
Without Suge,
Yeah,
she
it wouldn't be the
still
same, yeah.
she'd probably be beaten to death
Right.
or something.
I thought it was interesting how they like wanted a circle house.
Yeah.
You don't really see that.
Yeah, it's different. Well, because she's like, I'm not shaped square, so why would I live in a square house? It's like, okay, whatever you want.
And like when you think of houses, you think of like squares or
Yeah.
rectangles.
There was this house I used to drive past every day, and it looked like a house that like Frankenstein was building. So it was like a circle one, and then like it had all these windows on top. I'm like, that's where they'll like raise them up.
Yeah.
Like have them struck by lightning.
Um,
That's what I imagined.
I read
about it.
some of Nettie's letters, and so like her and Samuel got married.
Yeah.
Which
Wait,
is,
hold on.
That was
Okay.
weird.
So I'm in the part where Sally goes, because
Whoa.
that's like after me, I think.
Yeah,
So Sally like goes back to
visit
to
for
visit
Sophia's
Harpo and-
mom's
yeah,
funeral.
And then she like she goes to the funeral, and then Mr. Albert
Albert.
like approaches her, and then they start talking, and like says that he's really changed and he looks a lot nicer than
Yeah.
he used to, and now he like works more and he cleans the house and cooks, so he's really like changed his life
Got
around
his
transcendence.
feet under
And yeah, he's gotten better, and now he's like scared of her because
Yeah.
she's so much more empowered.
Yeah,
than
'cause
she used
she's
to
like
be.
He's, like,
money, she has
intimidated.
friends, she has everything now,
Right.
everything she's wanted.
And then Nettie married Samuel, which is good. You know, I guess.
They're spending a lot
Yeah,
of their
they said-
money on the Lincoln
Right, they
tribe.
They said
Wait,
they always
you know.
loved each other. Just took them until now to figure it out.
Right.
Samuel, isn't that
Corinne died though.
Yeah, but
So
like
it's,
that's messed up.
It's like
because,
years.
she was all
I feel
mad
like
about
even, like,
that.
years
She was
later.
like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
mad
It's
about how
all-
like
'cause her
they were
kids are
like
grown.
Yeah.
friends and stuff. Like she was so mad about that. And then they, oh, I would be so mad. If I was her.
You'd be dead.
I would be
So,
dead.
I
Oh,
Not
so
in my dream.
Nettie writes back to Sally.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Find it.
wait, is Albert giving? I'm sorry, it's just a question. Did Albert start giving Sally Nettie's letters? Or does he still keep
Harpo
them?
made him mail them to her.
And he had kept a lot of them.
Yeah, he had kept a lot of them. And so Harpo made him mail them back once he was like,
Yeah,
How did,
like-
how did Harpo find out that they had the letters?
I think it was like a big thing when she left.
Yeah,
And didn't
that's,
she
like,
announce
why
when
she left.
Yeah. Because, yeah, she said it like at the dinner table or whatever. Okay, so, question for you guys.
yeah.
Because why not? Why do you guys think that, like, you know, she stopped writing to God, you know, and now she's writing to Nettie, but she ends every letter with amen?
I think it's because she feels like every letter she's ever written, she always ends it in amen. And so like now it's like how she feels like she
Not at the
ends.
No,
Yeah,
I
she
got
never
it.
ended with
I
Dear
got
God
it.
in the beginning.
I got it.
Like,
I
she
feel like-
never ended with amen. She never
All
ended
right.
with anything.
I feel like because she thought that Nettie was dead and all she ever had was God. Like that's the only person she ever had in her life to like talk to, and now that like she knows that he's still alive and like that Nettie like cares, like somebody cares in what she's saying and like what's going on in her life, she doesn't have to tell like God like that. She can now pray, like she can, because you know like she's like Nettie said how she couldn't like pray because she was ashamed. Well, now her life is going so well and she can pray and she can say those things because her life is like.
Kendra.
Also, I think she starts ending it with amen because like amen is usually used as like a hopeful kind of sense. Like people say like amen or like a happy sense, and now she's happier and she has more hope. So I think she's kind of saying it like I know things will get better.
I was like, what does amen mean? Isn't it like?
I'm googling
It's
it.
like
I feel like these are more her prayers.
Like people say
now.
like amen, like when someone says something that you
that's like you agree with.
totally is
Right.
like so
I
like
feel like it has like a meaning or something.
It's the affirmation.
Like how
So it's
shalom
like-
means
yeah.
peace be with
It's
you.
a declaration
like,
of
amen.
affirmation. So you're like yes.
You're like affirming it.
This is
But
what
I don't really
the
feel like
snow
that's what
on
she's
my
using
phone.
it.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
I feel like
she's
I feel like
using
these
it.
are now
Amen,
her
like-
prayers. Like these aren't her
Yeah.
letters anymore. These are her.
Oh,
Like,
I just thought it was like her way of ending it. Like she just says amen. Like
Well, she's a very
you know when you
spiritual
finish,
person. So.
like when you
Yeah.
pray, you usually at the end say amen. I just thought she was just trying to say that she was concluding her letter.
Well, it's like she's
I didn't
affirming
think
it.
it meant
She's
anything.
like, well,
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
I'm ending it.
I didn't.
Another
I thought she was
question.
ending her letter.
Okay.
Okay. Another question.
Salty.
She said on page 220,
Some of us.
Sophia asked, "Do you smoke it much, Miss Celia?" Or Harpo asked that, and she said, "Do I look like a fool?" I asked. I smoke when I want to talk to God. I smoke when I want to make love. Lately, I feel like me and God make love just fine anyhow, whether I smoke for fear or
Wait,
not.
Sally said that?
So yeah,
Wait, did she
I
smoke,
find
though?
yeah.
A
She
lot?
said I
Not
smoke
a
when I
lot.
want to talk to God, and you know, to me, it was easy for her. I think that kind of shows her struggle with God right now.
Right. It's easier when she's like a little high because
Yeah.
then it's easier to like.
To like,
yeah. To
Open
ex-
up.
like,
yeah,
tell
open
her,
up.
like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just found that interesting. I was, yeah,
is.
because religion is a huge thing in this book.
Okay, I see that. I saw that like when she did write to God, it was like she didn't really have. Yeah, like she said she didn't have anybody, but I also feel like she didn't have anything either because she didn't. Like
Right.
she,
Nothing was
She lived in
hers.
Yeah,
someone
nothing was
else's
hers.
house and
Yeah,
someone
and now,
else's land.
so
And
now
then
that
she
she has like her own money, she has like, although she's living with Shug, like she kind of like
She
has
doesn't
her
need to,
own
like,
room, like
Yeah.
she has her own
talk to
stuff, her
God
own
anymore.
business. So I think that now she feels like she's more empowered.
And I also feel like that's actually you can connect that to like real world. I feel like when a lot of people will like start praying or like
Right.
they get close to God, I guess, when they want something or they're struggling with something, and then when it starts being okay,
Yeah.
not everybody sticks with
Right,
it. I
exactly.
guess.
Like life, when life gets hard, it's
That's when
easy
you
to
need
turn
something,
to God,
yeah.
you know, because it's like I need God. But
Then
when your
it's
life
easy
is
to turn
easy,
around
why do
from
you need to
that,
talk
too.
to God? You don't need anything.
yeah.
But
So just,
also,
like,
like,
connection to
it transitioned, like, at the point where Shug
Is that
told
when they
her
talk about
that,
flowers?
yeah, that, like,
Oh, I have that page.
God
Okay.
isn't a person. God
Is
is
everything.
everything. God
Isn't
is
that Georgie?
that wall. God is that flower. God
Because
is...
Sally kind of gets mad
It's
because
like
God
you.
is like a white man. That's how she was always taught.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
grown white man. And
Who
she's like,
doesn't-
but white men have always beat me. White men
Yeah.
are have always
Who
they
doesn't
killed my
care to
father.
listen to
Yeah.
her?
I
Yeah.
thought she'd be by black men.
She was.
Like, think about it. White men killed her father and stuff. And white men beat black men, and then black men beat her. So.
Yeah.
Just a whole chain.
I agree.
She's like really at the bottom of the pyramid.
Yeah. She's just like, why would, like, it's God's a white man, so why would he, like, care about me? But when you think about it, like, God is everything and, like, everything around you. And Shug looks at it as, like, her way to worship God is to just enjoy life and everything that God's created.
Yeah, and she says he gets mad when you don't even take time to notice the things he's done on the earth. Like that flower of fields, it's the color purple.
Right.
Like something so simple as something.
So she really,
something he
like,
created.
stopped even calling God God.
Yeah. God's just,
Kind of.
yeah.
Yeah.
I will tell you this: her very last like entry of the book, it says, "Dear God."
I figured she'd turn back. But.
Cool.
Are we good?
Yep, I think we're good.
Good.